All right, we're standing up for this one. I'm not ready to sit down and settle down yet. Game just ended about 5 minutes ago. Not even, actually. Game just ended. Just watched the Hail Mary fall down in the back of the end zone. And, yeah, this is, it's not good, guys. We had a game today at home against a Redskins team that had a third of their main players just hurt. It was a game that, we should have been able to just take down by scoring a few points early on and just, packing it away for the rest of the game. The defense starts out big with a safety. Bobby Wagner blitz up the middle, gets Kirk in the end zone. And at that point, it should just be, let's just get up by 2 touchdowns and this sucker's gonna be over. And this one made me mad, guys. The first 2 losses this year, I expected to lose to Green Bay. Tennessee, we got down by like 4 touchdowns or whatever really early. I understood that. This is bad. This is the kind of thing that pulls back your season. This is the kind of stuff that takes your team from contending for a Super Bowl to contending for a second round exit. So yeah, I'm fired up. This was bad. Where do I start? Okay, offense. Good news. We made a great trade. Dwayne Brown played a really solid game. Bad news. Who else can I even single out for being worth a crap today? Rest of the offensive line, leaky, letting people up through the middle. Affetti, awful game. Penalty. Disastrous from him. Russell Wilson, not sharp. Russell had many opportunities to hit big plays down the field. He was not getting the ball out there far enough. He was underthrowing Baldwin with nobody in front of him. He was underthrowing Lockett. He was underthrowing Richardson. Not remotely accurate. 2 picks. 3 actually. One of them was on a 2-point conversion. But 2 picks on the same slant play that cost us the Super Bowl a few years ago. Get that shit out of our playbook, please. But I got stuff to bitch about the play calling later. But yeah, Wilson, really bad game by him, really underwhelming. Comes alive in the 4th quarter, which is just enough to break our hearts. Running game, a little better this week. I have to say, Eddie Lacy looked okay, and then he got hurt. Thomas Rawls looked pretty good. Yeah, guys, that's the thing. Here's what it is. The offense had a lot of players put up pretty good numbers today. Wilson's numbers, the picks are bad. If you watch this game, you know that he had some real problems out there, but he played okay. But it's the main thing about this game. The number one thing is the good efforts that we saw from a lot of players out there today. Doug Baldwin, Jimmy Graham had a pretty good game. Paul Richardson played fine in as much as we actually used him. Thomas Rawls played okay. J.D. McKissick had a couple nice plays, but these penalties, man. False starts on the offensive line at home. What the hell? Offensive pass interference twice. One wasn't really the receiver's fault. It was Wilson's fault. But be that as it may, Ibushi holding twice, bringing back good, positive offensive plays, killing drives. Yeah, that's the main thing. We had. I want to get on here and complain about the offense. Just rip every single offensive player we have on this team, and to a certain degree, you can. But the numbers are pretty, and I'm telling you, we committed like 16 penalties today, maybe more. I think it was like 16 accepted and 2 declined. So all the good efforts that we got from a lot of players today were just completely canceled out because we had almost 200 yards in penalties. This isn't working anymore. Okay, there are games where we have a bunch of penalties and we find a way to win anyway because we're a good, talented team. This is not good enough. We have a real discipline problem on this team, and that's first, second, third, fourth, fifth. That's the first thing you have to talk about right now. This offense commits way too many penalties. We ran the ball for 150 yards today. That's pretty good, but forget it. Throw it out the window. Chuck it. We got that. All those yards got wiped out by penalties. We had over 150 yards of penalties easily in this game. I think we had probably closer to 170. And I know some of the calls are crap, but most of them aren't. And if you're going to say that 3 of them are crap, that's still 12, 13 penalties. It's too much. I don't know what this coaching staff is doing, but they need to change whatever it is they do to get off these in over and over and over again penalties. There's no excuse for a team to have over 400 yards of offense and only score 2 touchdowns the whole game. Defense, I was going to get on here and talk you guys up, but that last drive, I'm watching post-game crap over here right now on mute. Justin Coleman lets a receiver get behind him for a big gain. Shaquille Griffin with the complete lack of effort trying to bring down Josh Doxson. Complete, blown coverage. Lets Doxson get behind him, and then he doesn't even finish the freaking play. Would have been preferable if he had just scored a touchdown right there, but it doesn't matter. You let a guy get behind you in that situation. Washington scores that on that drive in 4 plays. That happens to other defenses. That doesn't happen to this defense, okay? And I've been talking Shaquille Griffin up most of the season. I've been good with Justin Coleman, but we needed them to do their job on those 2 plays. And they just got beat. I'm watching the replay of the Justin Coleman play right now. He just gets beat over the top. And then, here's the Doxson play. Because I'm telling you guys, other than that, this defense shut down the Washington running game, shut down the passing game for the first 58 minutes. Washington had 2 good drives the whole game before that last drive. Other than Vernon Davis busting a couple good plays, we held them in check. I was going to get on here, no win or lose, and have nothing but good things to say about this defense, but I can't do that now. So, yeah. Bad loss at home. And we get to put it at the feet of the defense. And after the shit we had to put up with last week from the defense getting absolutely tortured by Deshaun Watson, this is not what we needed. And what really makes me angry in this game, what the worst, that not even the biggest reason why we lost, I'm not going to lie, special teams is a train wreck. Brian Snyder, get out of town. Blair Walsh, get off the team. We would have won this game easily if Blair Walsh could make a field goal. 3 misses in that first half. There's something fundamentally wrong with the way he's coming up to the ball. He's planting his foot way too close to the ball, and he's pulling it as a result. This is what we were worried about when we signed him. And for my money, we got a pretty good half a season from Blair Walsh. We did. He performed. He did his job over those first 7 games, but I'm done. 1 bad game, I'm done with him. He's a veteran kicker. He should know better than that. He should know better than, misplacing his plant foot, leading him to pull it 3 times in 1 half. Tyler Lockett can't get anything going on special teams. Special teams is a mess, guys. And I don't know what Brian Snyder has done to earn his job over the last few years, but I haven't seen anything good out of the special teams since that game against Arizona in Week 17 2 years ago, where Lockett busted like 4 long punt returns. It's been almost 2 years. So yeah, that's all you need to know, guys. The offense, some guys performed okay. Yeah, some guys need to be called out. Wilson did not play good. I don't care what the numbers say. Wilson played like crap, and then he had a good 4th quarter. God, what else? Receivers were not getting open. Look, I understand. I had a bad feeling about this game as soon as it started. When I saw the weather, I saw the rain. I was like, oh, God. And right away, the rain was having a huge impact on this game. I get it. But that whole game, the weather got better as the game went along. Receivers were still not getting open. And I'm all over the place in this video, guys. Sorry, I'm steamed. This has me steamed up more than the first 2 losses did. This is really bad. And it comes back to Bevel now. We got to talk about Darrell Bevel again. I don't care how many points we scored last week. We were playing a defense that isn't that good, that doesn't have all their players anyway. It took us 50 minutes to score a point. And I know part of that's on Blair Walsh. And don't get me wrong, get him out of here too. We got to give up on this running the ball stuff, guys. I know it wasn't Wilson's best game. God, I'm contradicting myself everywhere in this damn video, but whatever. Yeah. Maybe I should just stop here. There's so much to bitch about from this game. And meanwhile, the Rams dropped 50 on the Giants, so they're now a game up in the division. They're not slowing down. They're going to get to play the Packers with their backup quarterback. They're going to get to play the Texans with Tom Savage. So that's wonderful. Now we're putting ourselves in a position where we have to win, a bunch of games down the stretch just to compete for the division. Not good. And at the end of the day, I think the offense, they took this game for granted. I think a lot of elements on this offense just took this game for granted. We're playing a team with a bunch of backups on their offense. They're not going to be able to score. We don't have to do anything. The defense will win the game by itself, and they almost did. And I don't want to call anybody out by name. I'm not calling any one player or players out for taking this game for granted. But I just saw a team get outplayed and outcoached today. And, yeah. All right, I'm going to cut it short there, guys. This is bad. This is the first loss this year where there's no excuse. The first 2, they were on the road. You were playing pretty good teams in tough environments, tough atmospheres. Today, I know the weather was bad, but Washington had their own problems with the weather today, too. Rob Kelly lost a fumble early. Their players were slipping and sliding around, too. And, yeah, right after we make a trade where we mortgage part of our future for the present, this was not what I needed to see. It's awful right now. So, yeah, more videos later, but my enthusiasm just went out the door after this one. I was feeling Super Bowl before this game. Now, I don't know. It's not just, I know the team is going to look better than this in future games, but this loss, we're going to be chasing it for the rest of the year. All right.